Alright YouTube, you're going on a trail run with me. You don't have a choice today. So today we're going to do a ridge run on top of Néron. I once again am taking my best shot at pronunciation here. We did 10.5 miles yesterday on our run in our last video, and oh my god, I am in such a better mental state today. We're starting off really steep. I'm trying not to overdo it in like the first 20 minutes, as is my habit. There's a pretty decent little climb. I think we've got a lot of elevation today. I think it's going to be about 4,000 to 5,000 feet in total in something like less than 10 miles. So it's going to be a pretty decent ratio. We are still just trucking up the hill. Views are good. I did an FTP test up this hill on my bike last week. FTP of 294, baby. All right, we are a little over 3 miles and about 45 minutes in. Still climbing, and we'll still be climbing for a while. I've got a new Spotify playlist going. I did not make it. I found it. It's called 90s and 2000s Divorced Dad Rock. And I don't know what it says about me, but it fits my music taste pretty damn well. Alright, so that is the road we came up, and now we turn and go out straight up the mountain. This is like a 45-degree angle just straight up the hill. Oh, today's a leg burner, that's for sure. That's good though, I'm gonna need the training. I got one of the last 10 entries into the 2027 Georgia Death Race. 74-ish miles through the mountains of north central Georgia. Should be pretty fucking brutal. The canyon's 100K, was 100K with about 12,000 feet of vert. The Georgia Death Race will be 74 miles with about 15,000 feet of vert. So I'm gonna need to do a lot of vertical training for that. I've got a while though. That was one of my bucket list ultras ever since I started doing ultras. Oh, it seems this trail's not exactly well traveled now, is it? It shows up on the Strava heat map. What the fuck? I hope this isn't foreshadowing. This has reached a point of steepness where there's actually a rope here, and I'm gonna use it, damn it. Oh my god, this helps so much. Goodbye, rope. Thank you for your service. It's fucking steep, man. Holy shit. This is definitely a gnarlier climb than anything at canyons. Probably the gnarliest trail running climb I've ever put myself through as well. It's not often I have to get on all fours. I got a feeling this isn't even the gnarliest part of our route yet. We're not even to the ridge. That being said, that's exactly what I was looking for. Something fucking crazy. All right, we have made it up the erosion grade of the mountain, and now we're at the base of the actual cliff part, and I think the intensity factor is about to get a little higher. That's the trail, so let's see what happens here. Yeah, this is what I was looking forward to. Wanted something a little absurd. Let's see if I can do this and still hold a selfie stick. Holy shit. How cool is that? Oh, Cal, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. This is definitely a sketchier trail run. Holy shit. So, to continue our route, we followed the ridge along that way. But I saw on Strava, if we go the other way around this big rock, there's some sort of cave or something that the trail goes through. So, I'm gonna take a little detour. See if we can find that real quick, and then backtrack a little ways. There's these little spray painted dots to mark the trail. They're pretty hard to see, and this is overgrown in a lot of places. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's see if we can go find this little cave before actually going the direction we're supposed to be going. very easily could be caves all over. This is limestone, and limestone is very good for cave formation. It could be that crack, actually. And if that's the case, I have no idea how to access that. Yeah, not sure how to get to that cave that I saw photos of on Strava. But honestly, not too upset. This is pretty damn cool anyways. Oh, this might be that cave. I think I ran right by this. Didn't even notice. Yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, I only have my sunglasses, and without them, I am blind as a bat. Wow, that actually goes surprisingly deep down there. It's kind of cool just to poke our heads inside. Alrighty, this is getting intense. Speed is not the priority here anymore. Sorry, Dad. Sorry, Kawa. That's a no-fall zone for fucking sure. Acknowledge that this is getting a little dangerous, and I'm breaking a lot of rules I was taught about outdoor safety as a child. Alright, 2 hands for this shit. hardest run. Very aware now. But we're here. We're fucking living. All right, the trail's fighting back, boys. The kind of shit that makes you feel alive. Despite being probably actually very unnecessarily dangerous. I think we're gonna stop here, have a Red Bull, get a little sugar back in the bloodstream and into the brain. All right, we've got a Red Bull chugged, and we've still got a long ways to go on this ridge. We're gonna make some progress here, and be a little bit more cautious, I think. See, follow the dots. I don't know where the dots went. Okay, dots have been reacquired. No regrets so far. I'm actually gonna straddle this. Let's do a no-fall zone if there ever was one. This is definitely one of the stupider things I've ever done. That being said, it is the appropriate level of adventure I was looking for lately. Alright, this is actually like a I fall, I die spot. This is the equivalent of when I rode the Portal Trail in Moab, Utah. Like, holy fuck. The only way out is through. Holy fuck. Alright, this is fucking absurd at this point. Alright, I'm hoping the sketchiest parts of this are fucking over. I really don't want to jinx myself with that. Just passed a couple of other hikers or trail runners on their way up this section. They say it's very exposed, but it does give me a little hope to see people doing it that are not like roped up and have harnesses and shit. So yeah, fuck me. Hey, it goes this way. Trail's getting a little hard to follow. Yeah, here we go. Okay, maybe not. Strava says we're off trail again. We have the vast majority of this done. Just one or two more big hairpins and probably one more pretty exposed section. And we should be done. Oh, let's scoot through this. I guess this is what he meant when he gets a little exposed. Thank God for this cable. that's been enough elevation change for the day up and down that my legs are pretty fatigued and getting a little bit of the Jimmy leg, so I'm not really taking any risks right now. Oh my god, we're back on a runnable trail. Holy shit. That ridgeline was by far one of the more intense things I have ever done. Like on par with riding the Porcupine Rim Trail and getting caught in the dark in Moab and the Portal Trail. Like, holy shit. That was not a very bright thing to do by myself, to be honest. I'll take full responsibility for that. So on Monday, I was talking to my therapist, as usual, and she asked me what I had planned for the week. And I told her that one of these days this week, I was going to do a ridge run that I wanted to do for a while. She looked at me and she asked if that would be dangerous, because it sounded a little dangerous. And I said, oh, I don't know, it could be. The answer to her question was, holy shit, yes. Oh my god, we've made it back down to the road that we climbed up on. I got some water. We are battered, bruised, cut, bloody. We did that. Holy shit, we did that. I think I'm gonna end the video here, guys. I'm gonna take my time getting down this road that we ran up and think about my life choices for a little while. I'll see you guys again for something a little bit more relaxed.